Hey everyone, this is Skyler from Gmod. I'm here with Todd Harris to talk about Smite. Hi-Rez's new game. It looks awesome. If you like Dota or LOL, you are going to love this.
Yeah, we're excited to show off Smite. It's actually the first time we've taken the game outside of our studio to the public floor, so real excited by the reception.
So how did you come up with this idea? Was it just so obvious to you guys, or was it an inspiration? Or?
Well, we definitely have a lot of fans at the studio of the games that you mentioned. I mean, Dota-inspired gameplay, it's taking off, right? More MOBAs are being announced. So, you know, people might hear about Smite and say, does the world really need another MOBA? But our answer is totally yes, because we make a major difference to the gameplay. As you know, from playing it and taking a look at it, we changed the camera and we changed the controls. So it's third-person camera, plays like a third-person shooter, but all the meta macro game of a game like Dota or other MOBA games. So you move your character with WASD, you don't click on the map. Everything's a skill shot, so you have to actually aim and land your abilities on your opponent. Map awareness is completely changed because your camera's locked right behind your character, so other characters are really totally surprising you by jumping out in front of you. And you can't click around the map to see encounters, you have to rely on your teammates even more for calling out MIAs and basically letting you know where the enemies are coming to anticipate a gang. So it totally changes the game.
Absolutely. Does it have collision detection between characters? Can you block a character from going past you?
Right now it doesn't. You can actually pass through, but there are other mechanisms that are in place, such as Amir's wall, and so you can use abilities very much to take advantage of the 3D space. So Amir, the frost giant from Norse mythology, he can put down a wall, block characters, you know, instantly from escaping, sometimes accidentally trapping his own team, or block enemies from pursuing. So those sort of abilities work really well in the third-person mechanic.
So I've heard a lot of gods' names in here. So you have Norwegian gods, you have Greek gods, you have whole. What other deities do you have? What other sets of deities?
We have 5 basically pantheons or families that we're starting with. So as you said, we have Greek, we have Norse like Odin, we have Egyptian like Anubis, we have Chinese like Hebo and Sun Wukong, and then we have Indian like Kali. So we have 9 playable on the floor, but we have a roadmap for basically 6 gods across those 5 families, which will give us 30, plenty of diversity. And after that, we plan on adding more. So pretty excited about all the diversity of gameplay between the different gods.
Now, is this free to play?
Yeah, it is. So as you know, Hi-Rez Studios, we took our first game, Global Agenda, free to play. It's worked out well. We're all about, here it is, AAA, free to play. So that means high production, AAA, free to play. It kind of just rolls off the tongue.
Oh, yeah.
So high production values, good graphics, but most importantly, balanced gameplay, not pay to win. So the model with Smite is we're taking inspiration from what works from other games, like League of Legends. So you can unlock playable gods through gameplay hours if you want, but if you want to unlock them more quickly, you can directly buy them with a microtransaction, kind of a la carte. And of course, we'll sell experience boosters, so outside of session leveling happens more quickly, so that's a time or money trade-off. And then the third element that everyone loves is skins. So if you want your Anubis to look a little bit different, a little more epic, we'll sell skins for you to be able to do that.
Now, what have you learned from Global Agenda that you've applied to Smite?
Well, one, the free-to-play model definitely is, we think, very good for both players and developers. So we've always maintained with Global Agenda we want to have tight communication with the community. Free-to-play just lets us take that to the next level where we can keep a live team that delivers more things that the community is asking for and actually choosing to pay for. So what people pay for is one of the best cues around what they actually want in the game. So we've learned that free-to-play can work, and we've also learned that it can work with a balanced approach. So it doesn't have to be kind of the lazy design approach of simply selling more power for more money. There's a type of games that certainly can do that, but we think there's an audience of competitive gamers that really appreciate the game balance, and that's what we're trying to do with all 3 of our titles.
I absolutely agree. So the art design here I think is really a little bit unique. I haven't seen something, it's really crisp. So if it's the high-res model, it's very, very crisp, it's very clean. But it's still a little bit cartoony, it's not too realistic. I think I love it. I first walked past this booth before I even knew what this game was, and I saw the art, I was blown away. So what'd you guys, is that just your art team, or was there a lot of inspiration behind the art as well? Or?
Well, I mean, it definitely starts with an exceptional art team. So Jerry, who's our art director, has done a great job, as of the whole team. We've got some really good modelers. I think a lot of it comes from our experience with the engine. So Global Agenda, we use the Unreal 3 engine. Our other title, Tribes, we use the Unreal 3 engine. Same with Smite, our third title. So we know the engine really well. We feel like the artists know how to play to its strengths really well and get good, crisp performance, but also get the right aesthetic. So it's clearly a departure for us. this is our first game that doesn't have jetpacks. It's not at all sci-fi, it's fantasy, but I think the team has done a great job at picking the elements of the gods, exaggerating it just enough so that it's interesting, it catches your eye, but not overly cartoony. So I'm glad it pleased your eye, and certainly the team's worked hard to put together what you see here at PAX.
Is this PC only, or can we see it on the Mac someday, maybe consoles?
So our focus right now is PC. Mac support is always a potential future option for us because Unreal is continuing to move in the direction of supporting other platforms. So based on when we end up releasing, we'll see whether we can squeeze Mac in. But at this point, all of our beta activities are around the PC platform.
Do you see any day that in the future that consoles will support free-to-play games and have some way of monetizing the in-game items?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's on the roadmap. I think any platform right now would be looking at free-to-play because of the success that it's had initially in Asia, then in Europe, and now starting to see it in the US, not just a late in the life cycle adoption, but designs like Smite that from the very beginning are designed around free-to-play. So PC is certainly still the best platform for supporting them. That's what we're focused on, but we are in conversations with the other platform holders, and we'd like to be active in encouraging free-to-play on those platforms.
So if you can do it right, you'll do it, otherwise you'll wait until the market's ready.
That's right. The PC is the best platform for an early concept to go through the beta platform, and as you said, if the support is there and we can do it well, then we'd certainly be open to that.
Well, this is awesome. So I know you just launched it like this week, right? This weekend's first time anyone's seen it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we had it behind closed doors at Gamescom in Germany for a small audience of press. But this is the first time people are being able to just, come up. We've got 5-on-5, 2 stations of it. As you can see, we've got people waiting multiple hours to play. So and shoutcasting the whole event to get people used to the gameplay. So a lot of great energy around the game.
So do you have a launch day set or a launch period?
We don't. We have a beta plans. That's really the next milestone for us. So as we said, there's 9 gods here. We certainly want to have a few more before we start beta, but we can start beta well ahead of all 30. And so by the end of this year, we hope to start beta. Anyone that's interested, over the next month, we'll actually open up the beta application process. So smitegame.com for anyone who wants to join us and play Smite online. We'd love to have you.
Well, we'll link on our site as well.
Excellent. That'd be great. So follow that link, join us online, be a god. It's fun.
So from the mod community, the mod standpoint, obviously, it's difficult to mod free-to-play games that are online because there's, it takes away the incentive to go out there and buy the skins and that kind of thing. Do you see anything in the near future or anything in your future plans with the company supporting mods by any means?
I mean, we would never say never. It's really just a focus of development priorities because, we're a fairly small independent developer, 50 people putting out 3 games. So that means we try to, just make sure we're working on the most important features first. So for us right now, there's no mod plans in the near-term roadmap for Smite. If there's enough community interest, it's something that we could look at. But as you said, we'd have to make sure that it doesn't break the model, basically. And that means allowing us to come up with new gods, new skins, and so forth. So whether those things end up being compatible, we'll see. Right now, we're just focused on delivering more fun, exceptionally cool gods for players to get in their hands and battle with. So.
Well, I'm super excited. I mean, of all the games I've seen in the show here for the first time, this is definitely my favorite. So I'm very excited. Todd, I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. And we'll follow up in a couple months then when you're in beta.
Awesome.
So thanks.
Look forward to it.